Hello, I'm Matt. This is Stock Speedrun number 1 for the weekend of February 12th, 2022. If you're unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video description for an explanation and a disclaimer as to its content. Now, the first 3 runs this weekend are going to be requests from a friend of mine as opposed to being chosen randomly, and the first one we're going to look at is ULTA. Hit it. Which is Ulta Beauty, and actually I knew that already, but I don't know a whole lot about the company, hence, you know, that wouldn't make it a proper speedrun. I know it's talked about a lot, though. I know back in the Zoom days of COVID, everyone thought that would be a good time to buy beauty companies like this on the dip because, or rather, wait, I'm getting confused. No, it would be a good time to buy beauty companies like this, but because everyone wants to look good on their Zoom calls. Unless you don't turn your cameras on in Zoom calls. Personally, no one in my team where I work ever does, so I honestly don't really understand why. Like, is that common? Is that common that nobody ever turns on their cameras? I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. So, I'm looking at this chart. Pretty good pattern. Got some hills here. It was doing good in 2019, however, it fell a little bit prior to COVID. Kind of wonder what that was about. But then again, 2019 seemed to be a rough year for a lot of companies. My memory doesn't go back that far, but based on the charts I've seen, it kind of seemed kind of rough. Fell a little bit, and then came roaring back. How has it done recently? Not as well defined an upward trend pattern in the last year, though. In fact, it's fallen quite a bit recently. That is interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that. A very specific notable reason. Why? You give me articles for Tractor Supply. Actually, I think I know what this is already, but let me just double check my information. Operates as a retailer of beauty products in the United States. Yeah, do they only run stores, or do they have their own brands also? Well, it's Ulta Beauty branded products and the Ulta Beauty branded gifts. 1,264 retail stores across 50 states. Huh, guess that means they're in Alaska and Hawaii, too. Cool. Okay, so they're a beauty company. Alright, let me go... No, I'm not going to go slowly through these articles. We can go back and look at these later, but right now I want to see if there's a reason for why it has dropped recently. So Ulta Beauty was the bull of the day. When was this? January 3rd. Was that in line with this chart? No? Why was January 3rd supposedly a good day, Zax? Explain to me. Explain to me! Actually, no, I want the year to date. Why are you not showing me the chart? Oh, because it had this small uptick on January 3rd, up past 400, and then... started to shit all over itself. Not very pretty. Not very pretty for a beauty company. But then again, you know, okay. Yeah, I can sit here and talk shit about Ulta, but honestly, this, you know, there's been a lot of volatility this year so far, so this isn't unusual. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I find nothing that this is just a general downward market trend. Is it being reversed now? Depends on who you ask. Leading beauty retailer in the United States offering a blah blah invested in present quarter 3 earnings, net sales spiked, profit increased, edible stores swelled, 7 new stores and launches partnership with Target. Oh, that's pretty cool. No major supply chain struggles in quarter 3. This is a big point to make here, I think. That is very interesting. And inventory remained relatively low. Is that good? Is that good, though? Because what happens if they are suddenly hit by supply chain struggles? They're going to have no inventory to push. They're going to have no backlog of inventory to offer, and then they're going to have empty stores. I think this is a good thing for the company. I'm not entirely sure this is. I mean, I know why. Well, I know why it's looked at as a positive thing, because you can look at this and say, hey, if inventory is low, that means we're able to push out products pretty fast. Yeah, I guess so. But it doesn't just speak to how fast you can push out products, it also speaks to how fast products are coming into your stores. And if one matches the other, and if the margin between is very small, then let's say sometime in 2022 they do get hit by supply chain problems. They're going to be fucked. If they have no inventory. If they have no backlog of inventory to offer up in their stores. I like this sentiment. I don't know if I like this sentiment. I hope I'm making sense there. Gross profit landed 39% of sales, blah blah blah. Can Ulta surge higher? Been rising too. Zach's rank 1 strong buy, really? 14 analysts have raised their bottom. So that was after quarter 3 earnings, which was near January. Has quarter 4 come out yet? I know it says quarter 4 here. Sometimes Yahoo lies about those numbers because it misaligns the quarters. Dips more than broader markets. How's that buy call? How's that strong buy call working out for you, Zax? You eating some tasty crow over there? 50 million on diversity initiatives. I don't know, man. I feel like that money is probably better spent elsewhere. Diversity and including investments to help boost our black brands. I don't know, man. I'm kind of of the sentiment that if you go woke, you can go broke. Used for company advertise. Oh, well, okay. Another 25 million will be used for company advertising, social media campaigns, and other initiatives to reach beauty consumers of... I don't even know what the fuck this is supposed to stand for. I hate these fucking shit. Alright, this just makes me angry. Let's see. Moving... 0.4! Oh no! The sky is falling! This move lagged the S&P's daily loss of... Are you fucking... this has got to be an auto-generated article, right? Because no one in their right mind would think it's worthy to publish this if it's minus 0.4 versus minus 0.37. And this is minus. They try to trick you by representing this as negative 0.4 and saying this is a daily loss of a positive number. But no, it's the fucking same thing. Yeah, get angry! Just reading a bunch of bullshit. No, I want quarter 4 earnings. Has those come out yet? No, it does not seem like it. So those fairly good quarter 3 earnings is all we have to go off of. Okay, I like how that looks. Actually, maybe not. Because just looking at this, 2021 has lagged. Has lagged prior years. It's very impressive that 2020 was still doing better than 2019, but 2021 seems to have fallen on its face. 6.15, 2.2, 1 point... actually, those numbers don't match up. Those numbers don't match up. I think this is missing a quarter. Because look, 6.15, you take these, or you take these and you roughly get that number, right? Am I doing math properly? Because these are both hovering around 2 billion. This is approximately 6 billion. 6 billion divided by 2 billion is 3, so this is a summary of 3 quarters, not 4 quarters like these. So I think this chart, I think there's something missing from this bar, which is why it's so low. In fact, you know what? I think Kohl's... Well, alright, you know what? I'm not gonna go down. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I was gonna draw. I was gonna draw parallels between wokeness kind of initiatives like this and what happened to Kohl's, because I think Kohl's was done in by its own wokeness. I honestly think it was. It went deep down that rabbit hole, and then people refused to shop there. I know a lot of people who did. And now they're paying the price. Go woke, go broke, bro. Okay, let's see here. Just want to see this conversation a second real quick, and then we can go into the Google's cheapest stock ever. Yeah, thanks for that due diligence, man. Can anyone not sharing our president's lack of mental acuity actually think of taking financial advice from the Yahoos? Hey, I do! That's these entire videos! Shut up, Art! We'll do better as time goes on. More will get into makeup. More men into makeup. I don't know about that, man. Children putting on makeup on earlier and earlier. If you're in a child beauty pageant, maybe. I don't know if that shit's healthy. If you're like 5, I think someone needs to look into Mark. Mark, can you have a seat? Can you have a seat right over there? All women are going too crazy with makeup. I think they were during the pandemic also, like the whole Zoom calls I was talking about. But then again, I don't know if people had their cameras on. I know my team never does. A pet beauty department. Actually, you know what? That might be a good venture to get into. Like, kind of up here with Mark's sentiment. Why stop at women? Why stop at men? Why stop at children? You gotta get your doggo. Gotta get your doggo some makeup. Make him look his best. Okay, let's see. What do I want to look up? You know, let me just make sure I didn't miss Q4 earnings. Q4 earnings. E-development. Yeah, Q3 was the last one. I'm not too sure what else I want to see here. Hey, dividend? Really? It doesn't? No, you gotta be kidding me. Does not pay? Okay, that's suspicious. Rating a buy. Yeah, I could see that. It would be nice if it had a dividend that would just reinforce that call. It's kind of weird that it does. Older, mature retail companies like this usually have some kind of dividend. It's strange that they don't. There's no way I'm getting an answer for this. I can't spell dividend. If Ulta were to pay a dividend, here's what the dividend yield would be based on its next year's fiscal earnings. Annual dividend. Depends on the payout ratio. It's probably closer to 10. Maybe you'll get like $1.50. Which actually, come to think of it, $1.50 for a stock that is trading at 362. That kind of sucks. That's a shitty dividend. Even if it was a dividend, and there's no dividend, which is even more shitty than that. I kind of wanted to give this a buy, but now I'm thinking a hold just because I'm pissed about the dividend. Stop being cheap on your investors. But the ultimate question is whether or not I think it's going to go up. That's tough. Let me look at statistics. Current PE, forward PE. 23 is a little high. 21 isn't really moving all that much down. Surprising amount of short. Surprisingly high book value. Alright, I can't go back. I can't explain the lack of dividend. I would expect a company like this to have a dividend. And it's weird that it doesn't. You know what? I don't think I'm going to let that sway me from giving it a... Well, You know what? No, I don't think I'm going to let it sway me from giving it a buy. I think that quarter through was very impressive, and I don't think any... I honestly don't think that... I don't think the wokeness is that big of a deal. Yeah. Well, do I want to? Because really my only argument for that buy is that quarter three earnings. It was really good, and the prior quarters are pretty good also, and can that continue? And I really don't see any reason why it can't. Like, that's my justification, but I'm wondering if it's justification enough. You know what? Yeah, I think it is. Be nice if they had a dividend that could just reinforce my decision. Like, if I had went and gone and seen that they would have a dividend, I would have no trouble hitting that buy button. But now I'm less confident, but still confident enough to go hit it. So that's where we're at now. I think Ulta's a buy. I would have liked it more if there was a dividend, but you know, I'm not gonna go on about that any more than I have. So, yep, I'll catch you in the next one.